Well, thank you guys for coming out today, for joining us for another edition of Afternoon Delight Brunch. As you know, my man. Here we go. Okay. I'm Dean Teflon, and you guys know from a television show called Rookie Blue and Blue Bloods. I got my man over here, Dean Armstrong. He stars in the show Heroes Reborn, and as well, you might have seen him in the Saw 3D movies. To the end, we've got my man over here, Mark Taylor. You guys might remember him from a show called Student Bodies, and as well called the award-winning Flashpoint series. On the end here, I got my other partner from another, Jate May, a dance choreographer. To my left, I've got my friend over here, Adam Butcher, who stars in a show called Played. You might have seen in the movie called Dog Pound. And on the very end, this man leads our introduction, my brother from down under, Daniel Goddard, who stars as Kane Ashby on The Young and the Restless.
Thank you very much. I gotta look at the menu, hang on, I'll get in trouble. And I'm not gonna get in trouble this weekend, that's my goal. I know. I'm working hard at it, trust me.
You're in the wrong country.
While we're waiting on order, we can probably start some questions and whatnot. This first question, I'll start from left to right. This first question goes out to Daniel. If you were not acting, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't acting, the reason I actually chose acting as a career is because it allowed me to do more than just one thing, because I kind of thought, well, I want to do that, well, I want to do that, well, I like that too. My other top three choices would be bank robber. Who doesn't get caught? No. Like an ER doctor, I think would be interesting. So I get some friends who are trauma surgeons, and I hear their life stories and their days, and it's always fascinating. A photojournalist, because I always liked photography and I always like to travel. I'd like to go to like the war zones and do photojournalism. And the other one is I'd like to direct one day, which is kind of what I'm gearing my life towards now. I'd like to direct, which is probably, I think, what I'll end up doing next.
So this next question goes out to Dean Armstrong. Many of you guys might not know, Dean owns one of the top acting schools in all of Toronto called Armstrong Studios. So if you ever wanted to become an actor, a director, a producer, this is the man you want to talk to and see. You gotta check out his school. It's armstrongstudios.ca. ArmstrongActingStudios.ca online, so you guys can check that out. So Dean, having worked in many films such as Saw 3D and as well television, what would you say the difference is for you as an actor of the most challenging, film work or TV work?
Hi everybody, how are you? Everyone's out last night as well? Yeah, till 6 o'clock this morning, I hear. Perfect. It's great to see everybody, and thank you for having me. It's a big question, an interesting question. I mean, I think at the end of the day, as actors, we kind of aspire to those opportunities that present themselves in the world of television. I think to secure a job as a leading actor in a series it really has its advantages. Consistency in employment is always great. Also, for those actors who have families and you're not uprooting people and you're not away from family too often, when you actually ground yourself and have the ability to work on a show for a period of time, it can be quite nice. Also to evolve with a character, I think in series work is quite exciting. That you're not, especially when you land recurring on a series or a series regular role, and you evolve with that character and you go on that journey through season 1, through hopefully 5 or whatever it might be. Feature work's exciting. It's a different style of performances. I think it's important to know as an actor when you are in that audition process the difference in that style of acting going into the room. It's also an exciting journey to be able to grow with the character over the duration of that specific storytelling. You know, at the end of the day, you know, television today is very different than it was a decade ago, 2 decades ago for certain. There's some extraordinary TV, and I would argue that a lot of the television that's out there today, that we see on HBO, AMC, FX, Showtime, truly exceeds over a lot of the feature work that we do see. A lot of those big Hollywood pictures which fall short in context of a lot of the storylines, interesting characters and the like. TV for me is really where it's at. I mean, I'm not going to turn down any feature work. That's for sure. I'm not going to turn down any work. But that would be my answer.
Did you guys want to order?
Yeah.
You want me to take your order while we're talking?
Tomatoes and potatoes? No, you didn't. That's what they said that on the menu. For the tomatoes and potatoes. Tomatoes. And did you have your tomatoes fried? And your potatoes raw?
How much more audience could I take in your It's really good. I don't know, some Bailey's race at 6 o'clock in the morning, so
It's getting a little,
Honey, they changed it.
So I'm sitting here, Adam Butcher.
I saw that.
You have started your career at a very, very, very young age as a child actor that grew up into doing television shows as well, like Rookie Blue, played in a really inspirational movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you should pick it up when you guys get home. It's called The Dog Pound. And a movie we're just starting in called Debug. It's really, really, really interesting. It's a little sci-fi film. So as you've elevated yourself into a new era in the sense of acting, from being a childhood actor to a adult actor, what would you say were the hardest challenges of getting from point A to point B, from basically, you know, a lot of child actors who start off very, very young get typecast, and it's very hard for them to break out to do later roles a lot of the time. So for yourself, what would you feel is the most challenging?
Luckily, when I first started acting, I did a few wholesome, uplifting roles, and then I started to do some grungy, darker roles, and then I went back to do. I've kind of been able to. I've been blessed enough to be able to do a wide variety of different characters as I've gone along, so I never really did get typecasted. I mean, maybe right now I'm slightly typecasted as being the bad guy. I may not look like it now, but it's my favorite thing to do. Yeah, honestly, it's not really a good question for me because I haven't really been. Every audition that I've gotten recently has been very different for the most part, and I've been lucky enough to be able to get pretty good action going this year so far. So there hasn't really been.
I'll ask you the same question that I asked Dean. What would you say for yourself, the differences from television to film? What do you more enjoy?
Television's the process is a lot quicker to film it because there's so much they have to get done in one day that they're just gonna kind of they're not gonna take 8 takes to get the scene done because they're just gonna move on to the next scene. They're gonna have it till it's relatively working show, which is kind of sucks sometimes because whether or not the actor himself or herself wants to do another take, sometimes they won't let you because they need to move on, right? Whether or not, like, if you want to do it because you weren't happy with your performance. Yeah. That's true. You could do that. But with a film, they take a lot more time to do the scenes. And that's, Dean says he likes television more, I like film more, so.
So my man, my brother, Mark Taylor. You guys can see your Flashpoint fans in the building? Flashpoint. Okay. Did you guys ever see his last performance on the show before it ended? Any of you guys? Wave your hand if you did. Okay. It was a really, really dramatic scene. If you haven't seen it, you should go right now and YouTube it while we're sitting here.
It'll make you cry.
But
you mean like later?
so, Mark, you've been in the game for a very, very long time. And you started off on a show called Student Bodies back in the day. As Romeo, the ladies' man. What would you say for yourself, Mark, when you started off? How you feel you've grown as an actor, and what is your future goals? If you weren't an actor, what would you be doing?
How I've grown since then. As an actor, I guess it's just you learn to just, I guess, calm down. Don't try to force things. Kind of like get out of your own way.
You talking about having sex or you talking about acting?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I don't know, you just pay more attention to life. And, you don't try to plan things much, you just try to be spontaneous in the moment and kind of just let it unfold. Future for me? I don't know, I just take it as it comes, That's kind of guy I am, day by day.
Let me answer that.
It's interesting. Like I looked at my IMDb the other day. Only reason being is that I was trying to see something I didn't remember what it was, and I realized I've done about 800 episodes of Universes now. And what's interesting, I was talking to Mark about this last night. You get to the point where you've done every scene you can imagine. I mean, you can try and imagine they could write a scene you haven't done, but unless it's like, it can't get any more extreme. Whether it be you're an evil twin, your mother doesn't love you because she's not really your mother. Your wife slept with like the football team, all on the same day. So you lose a baby, you surrogate a baby. I didn't surrogate the baby though. That'd be a difference. That'd be a first.
You guys keep dying and keep coming back.